Welcome to another fabulous episode of TMC. Here we are with the TMC crew, and we are talking today about watch collaborations. Put it in mind, like my favorite, the wonderful classic Rolex and Tiffany in that Rolex with that beautiful light blue. That's what today's all about. But before we kick off, let's do a little wrist check. Eliot, what are you wearing today?
I'm wearing a Speedmaster Reduce, watch from the 90s, made for the Japanese market, automatic movement, 38 millimeters.
I'm wearing my coll. This is a green dial watch from Kyoto. It's a mechanical movement, very small, very vintage.
So now, as you know, I really like big watches that make a statement. And here is my wrist check today. It is the fabulous Isotope Hydrium. Do remember that we are called TouchMyClock. So I think it's really good every now and then just to bring ourselves back to talk about clocks. Max, when did it all start? What's the story?
Well, there's no
history to this
stuff, but there's a bit, because sometimes I think we look at collaborations and we go, they're so unique and special, it's never been done before. But really, it's the mindset that a watchmaker back in the 17th century, you can even go as far as 16th, but 17th, 18th, 19th century, everything was a collaboration. You would get your cases from the best case maker. You would get your dials from the best dial makers. You would really, a watch was a combination of multiple different trades and tradespeople, and you'd often find on watches the engravings of whoever's made each component. And nowadays, if something is signed Tiffany, that's a big wow, but fundamentally, it's part of watchmaking. And actually, when you think about most watches, it's always a collaboration of something. They're getting their cases from somewhere. They're getting their movement from a movement manufacturer somewhere. So before we even jump on collaborations, I think it's important to note that really everything is a collaboration. But I think what we're specifically talking about today is collaboration from either two watch brands working together, a watch and a separate brand removed from the watchmaking industry. And those are really the two I can think of at this point.
How fabulous. So, Eliot, a couple of your favorite collaborations.
Couple, that's just one.
Okay, then.
It's just one. So this is my favorite collaboration. So this is mb&f, Kari Voutilainen, and Eric Coudray. So these are three incredible people. Eric Coudray is a legendary innovator. He's made loads of incredible watches. You might not know him as well. I don't know how famous, but he's worked a lot on HYT, he's worked on Purnell, and he's made crazy pieces. He's a very impressive watchmaker. Same as Kari Voutilainen, which is said to be one of the greatest watchmakers alive to this day. I think he's had 10 pieces that have won a GPHG award. And with mb&f, with the craziness of their watches, what they do, this is a crazy collaboration in my opinion. So this is a flying tourbillon. It's on triple axis. You've got the dial to read the time, which is elevated at like 30 degrees or so. I think it looks unbelievable. You've got the craftsmanship of Kari Voutilainen for the dial making on the bridges, and on the back of the case back you can see as well his work, and it's just incredibly impressive. It's like the fastest triple axis tourbillon I ever made. So the outer cage remove, do a whole rotation in 8 seconds. The interior one will do one in 12, and the most interior one in 20 seconds.
Isn't it interesting though when you know, how Eliot's view on watches has moved over the years? So when he started, it was all about Russian watches and buying watches from Ukraine, and as he's become a pilot and his salary increases, the level of watches that he starts to look at seem to be out of his world.
I was waiting to hear about
at all.
Swatch and McDonald's, and you've gone for a triple gyro axis tourbillon with minute repeater, chiming gong function.
Look at it. Look at that amazing guilloche dial done by Kari Voutilainen as well.
It's an amazing piece of architecture.
It looks unbelievable.
Boys, I think it's time to talk about how collaborations are made. And I think you're old enough now to talk about the cogs and pistons. So let's have just a little look here at a couple of my favorite watches, and just to see what they can come up with. So let's just start off as a lovely little sort of online experiment here. We're going to start with the Studio Underdog. Beautiful watermelon, the absolute first classic. Brought a lot of fun into horology. And I think that's just a wonderful, wonderful piece. So we're going to have, let's put the watermelon in bed there. There we are. Off you go. There. Oh, wonderful. Looking very comfortable. And then let's go for, a bit more. This is obviously this is the Fears Brunswick. Just the beautiful, simplistic white dial, real statesman piece. So let's just put them into there, and let's just see what happens.
That's how we're supposed to do it.
Yes. There we are, Eliot. There we go. And this is what happens.
Fears Studio Underdog. I've got to buy it just for this episode.
And it's the Mimosa.
Look at that.
Cocktail.
That's really cool.
And Studio Underdog together. So what do you think?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. It's still with plastic wrap around it.
Yeah, because I haven't even worn it yet. That's quite small. That's really nice. I mean, there is something to like about Fears and their history and their case design, and Studio Underdog with like that funkiness of their cutaways. This is more, I think, a collaboration more with like their field watches they did. That's all the ones they have, like 2 screws on the sapphire dial. I think it's really cool.
The dial is slightly broken up in different pieces, actually.
Yeah, because they've got, I think it's a sapphire dial on top, which is how the screws are on. Which is what that sets it on to. I think it's very cool.
I like the scale of it. The size of it is
Yep.
is right.
So there we are. So let me put it next to the others, and what do you think? Are you proud of the new child we've created?
I think we're in an interesting space where, as we were saying, there's watch brands collaborating with watch brands. This is a prime example, and then you've got watch brands collaborating with non-watch brands, and you could almost split it into 2 things. It's either brands that are completely out of the world of horology, and a good example of that, which is actually one of my favorite watch collaborations of the year, which we saw in a previous episode, is the Reebok Mimosa and C.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think I need to bring it up on my phone. Do we remember what?
Yes.
That watch has a little button on the side of it, and if you press that button, you pump it basically, and it pumps the movement. And every pump, I believe, is an hour that you charge the movement.
Very knowledge.
Thank you. And it's a very simple looking design, but such a brilliant looking design. I think that's some of the most successful collaborations. If you think of collaborations that are unsuccessful, I think sometimes it leaves a sour taste. If I look at Ferrari X Hublot, Ferrari X Cartier, all of those watches are generally pretty ugly. And it's because I feel like the brand has forced themselves onto the watch rather than genuinely collaborating on something that's important. And I think that's the most important thing when you get a brand that collaborates with a watchmaker, is making sure that they enhance each other rather than just stick a logo, put a sticker on.
Mm-hmm. So if you were going to take our horological love bed and put 2 brands together, what would you put in bed?
There's 2 watch brands, kind of similar to Fears as Studio Underdog.
But each worth 100k each for making it maybe
No,
300.
No. It's actually not crazy expensive. So here's my idea, okay? We ready? So we all know Resonance, okay? We all love Resonance for, the alien kind of idea that they have, the dial that's floating and moves around. So there's like crazy element behind it. We also know Nomos Glashütte, and the lovely colorways, the simplicity as well, affordability, and they've got like the world timer, which I really liked. And what if they got into bed and made a child? ChatGPT gave me the answer.
Oh no.
And we now have the Resonance Nomos Glashütte. So we have the fun colorway of a Nomos and the world timer aspect, which they've helped with the complication with Resonance. And then you've got Resonance with its own identity and with its stars. So you've got, of course, it's not going to look like this exactly because it's just ChatGPT. And you've got York.
I like, you got York,
You got
Cochion,
You got Bocon.
you got Borok.
This is ChatGPT, ladies and gentlemen. But I think this would be a cool piece. I think it'd be a cool collaboration between the two. You've got a fun colorway, you've got this world timer aspect, which can probably help with the complication, helping to do it all on the case back. I think it'd be really cool. I think it'd be a cool collab. And they're both affordable-ish brands. So there you go, maybe 10, 15K, something like that.
Good. Well, there's obviously put a bit of research in there, so I think you've done really well there. I think it's a brilliant collaboration.
I saw him typing into ChatGPT before leaving the house, being like,
Maybe last minute, but he pulled it off. He's there. So
what do you think as a, if we look at this seriously, what do you think about that as a watch design?
I think it's very clever. I love the colours because I think it's quite cute. I can see how you can get the philosophy of both brands. So Max, while you think about your collaboration for a second, I'm going to throw my one out there. There's a wonderful watch from Hermes called the Temps Suspendu. The idea is that very, very clever movement. You press the button and the two hands go to 12 and time stops. And you press the button again, it goes back to its original time. The time is clearly, if you're having a meeting with someone that's important, you can just press that button and you know the time is not ticking. It's like hiding your mobile phone away when you're talking to someone important. I love that idea, and there's something enriching about mental health in terms of in the workplace to bring that alive. Now, Christopher Ward, now you guys have come out with some fabulous watches. You've got a lot of innovation. I think it's time for the Christopher Ward to come up with the English version of Time Stop Still. Perhaps with a charitable contribution to those, to that element as well. But wouldn't that be wonderful for Christopher Ward to come out with the time stops and with the same element where time goes to under we have time for you, time for people, time for family, time for friends, time for your work colleagues. Okay. And you press the button and it goes back to its original time. So there you go, Christopher. A little bit of a challenge for you. Try and bring that one off. We'll be the first one to buy it.
Let's talk about watch journalists collaborating with watches. It's becoming more and more of a trend. Hodinkee were the ones that started.
Hodinkee, yeah, that's right.
Before it wasn't such a thing. You wouldn't see journalists being so involved with watchmaking. But now, Hodinkee, Analog Shift, Time and Tide, they all have their piece, their pieces collaborating with different watch brands. You could see LMM with Hodinkee. We saw Hodinkee with
Tag with the Skipper.
Tag with the Skipper. Tag also collaborated with Time and Tide on the Night Guard.
You got G-Shock that now worked with John Mayer. With like loads of artists. Yeah,
what do you guys think about journalists coming into the space and doing this work? Is it a positive or is it a little
Depends on the journalist, doesn't it? If the journalist has got really an element of one design that they're actually very good at. Some just criticize and some just really don't have that essence. Those that have got a really good design, they're looking at watches all the time. They can take best practice from all the watches and help create something that's really good. I think you've done some really good models. Yeah. The French one I had, which was just really stunning. That's really clever design and really well thought through. There are some journalists that we look and listen to that we actually don't like. So would we want to buy a watch from them? Probably not. Sprat, possibly. I look forward to the TNC collaboration. Perhaps Mr. Jones, perhaps Christopher Ward, who knows?
Yeah, he said no.
But whoever's out there, he did laugh. No, he didn't. He did say laugh and something like over my dead body or something. But however, at the right time, I do think that between the three of us, we could probably come up with some design elements that create something rather special.
Or go straight to doing our own thing.
Indeed.
Maybe a puzzle. So, this will be a blast from the past. Collaborations. Now we talked about watch brands working together, watch journalists together.
You've not seen it.
But what really started all of this for us were these silly Photoshop edits that we used to do, which is why I'm embarrassed by fucking trash ChatGPT.
What?
Welcome to Borok.
I don't know how to use editing tools. You do, so don't criticize me. At least I did something.
At least you did something, and let's see what we did previously. I want to go through some of our most iconic Photoshop edits, and I want you guys very quickly to say yay, nay, or something else. Heinz and Rolex. Is it a yay or a nay?
It's a yay. It's a nay from me. So anybody seen Dead wearing that?
What about the Laughing Cow, La Vache qui rit, and Rolex. Is that a yay or a nay?
It's a yay.
Oh, it's a yay for me.
I think that's quite a good sense of humor.
Now, the Duracell Bunny.
No.
Is that a yay or a nay?
It's a God, no.
That's a Daytona Duracell. What about the Mickey Bar?
Oh, no.
Alan Gizon.
I actually quite like Lucky Bar, actually.
It's a yay?
I think it's a yay.
No for me. I just also think, isn't it just great to see some of these great brands or whatever, just like feet on the ground, just doing something sort of, doing something very, very street. I think that's got a great sense of humor.
Done. Now, Hendrix Gin
Yes,
and Rolex. Is that a yay or nay?
it's a yay. Yeah, it looks great. Great color one.
Bounty Bar.
Nay.
That's a definite nay.
That's just horrendous.
What about Bombay Sapphire?
Particularly.
Yeah, yes, say nay. I don't think it works. Yeah, I'm going for it. I like that.
Reese's Bar.
No. Why do you have the nutritional information on the other information on that? Is that important for design?
I think the Barbie. franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll work.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's good design. It's good Halloween. Well played.
What about Shrek?
Yeah, well, that's kind of got that.
It kind of works.
City Underdogs hint to it, doesn't it? A little bit fun.
Kind of works.
And what about
No.
ChatGPT?
No.
The app that you use to create your watch edit.
No, mine is bad.
Well, there you go. That's my favorite.
That's pretty good.
What do we feel about the Cheerios?
I think it's great, but it looks awful.
That's pretty terrible. So again, in the comments, let us know what your favourite potential collaborations are and who is going into your horological love bed. I think that's a wrap, boys. Well done. Remember to like and to
Subscribe.
and to leave lots of comments. See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.